Okay, it looks pretty clear. Let me double. Yeah, the camera's so we'll see if anybody shows up. I haven't done a live since whenever the finale was. I forgot. So I don't know if notifications are going to go out or not, but yeah. Oh dang, now you can see the mess. Yeah, as you can tell, the office is still not ready, but it will be by Wednesday. Uh, um, long story short. Oh, hey, I see we got a few people up in here. I don't know if there's any notifications. I don't see any chats, so I guess y'all are just watching. I don't see any chats. Okay, yeah, there we go. August 7th was the finale. Yeah, but things have been going pretty well on this end. My storage unit that was at my mom's house that got moved up here. So then I had to go through that entire building and everything was brought inside. Of course, I checked everything first, made sure there weren't any rodents or anything like that in there or bugs. And it's basically all the eBay stuff I've been compiling for over 14 years. My living room looked like a Toys R Us exploded, but I got everything sorted out. Today or yesterday, I listed 80 items in my eBay store. So this time next week, I'm going to be boxing up a lot of stuff, hopefully getting ready to mail it out. Because with the shows on hiatus, you all know eBay is my second stream of income. So that's been going well. I actually got another storage unit that matches the colors of my house, and it has a porch on it. Uh, Hang on. Yeah, Cedar Lane. It's a building company, I believe, run by an Amish family. That's only 10 minutes from here, believe it or not. And they did a fantastic job. They got it done in less than 2 weeks because I went the day before my birthday and I said, this is kind of a gift to me from me. And it is beautiful. Of course, you know, I haven't forgotten to do, I'm still working on the video of the house tour. All that's coming. I haven't forgotten at all. But that building, I don't want to use that building to just throw stuff in. I want to fix that place up, you know, get some flooring in there and maybe electricity. That's going to be like an outdoor den. One of my favorite pastimes when I'm cooped up in the house is like get my fold out chair, sit on the porch of the new building, and just watch traffic from behind the house. And then I got the storage unit that was on the property when I bought it. So I got 3 storage units in the backyard. I think outside, the only thing I want to do left, and not right away, but within the next year, get a gazebo, a new bird bath, because the one that was on the property got broken when the construction was taking place. But yeah. Um, so yeah, the house stuff has been pretty good, just consistent. And in terms of my office, yeah, it's going to be for real. It's going to be clean this week because I got to have it organized. So when the eBay stuff ends auction, I got room to box stuff up. But long story short, yeah, last week or the past couple of weeks, BET has been showing up and showing. Well, Tyler Perry Studios showing up and showing out. We got the Zatima trailer, we got the Sistas trailer, then we got Beauty in Black, which I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I'm iffy on it. To me, that's kind of like it almost feels like Tyler Perry took all the Queen's Men and Kingdom Business and fused it together, and he's just putting it on a bigger platform than BET Plus. So I have no doubt the show is going to do well numbers wise. And let's be honest here, I think it's going to be one of those situations where the numbers will be so high they're probably going to green light even more Tyler Perry Netflix shows. Yeah, I actually have on my list here because I just recorded about 7 videos. Fatima could be the one to take Karen to the hospital. It's kind of like when Randall took Alex to the hospital and If Loving You Was Wrong. I'm ready for Zatima. Yeah, I'm ready for Zatima just because I feel like it's going to be a nice palate cleanser from Sister season 7. I really do wish season 8 was coming out, like I said, either December or 2025 because I, we I have a weird feeling season 8 is going to be more of the same. I mean, Jamie Giddens is the head writer, so maybe season 8 has more structure. But remember, they were probably writing season 8 right around the time episode 5 or 8 was airing of season 7. Because if I remember correctly, the hiatus period was when I was moving and they were working on season 8 and they were keeping everything under wraps. So season 8 was already written and filmed before season 7B came out. So a lot of the fan critiques and whatnot, I don't think that impacted much of season 8 whatsoever. So I am going into season 8 without much expectation at all. Like my expectations are really low. I can't wait to the new writing. I I'm just sitting up here like, hey, it might be better. I have no idea if the Oval season 6 is written by other people. I think Tyler wrote it too. I could be wrong, but I think he wrote season 6 as well. If he did, I am not excited at all. I mean, honestly, it seems likely. I don't know for certain, but just based on the pattern of all the other Tyler shows, the Oval might get a trailer drop Tuesday because the show could be coming back October 15th. So it'll be Tuesday night, The Oval, Wednesday night, Sisters, and then Thursday, Zatima. And then on the 24th, what is it? Beauty and the Black. They're going to drop the 8 episodes on Netflix. The 24th. I'm not getting excited about Sisters. Yeah, I'm not. And it looks like they're going to be stretching out the Gary stuff. So get ready to deal with a lot of interrogations and whatnot. Oh man. Yeah, I think we're getting some rain tomorrow. We haven't had rain here in over a week. Well over a week to be honest. Yeah, if I remember correctly. But it's supposed to be raining nonstop starting Tuesday. Well, yeah, Tyler Perry turned 55. KJ and Sky had their first wedding anniversary. Brendan, aka Tony from Sistas, he got married recently. So, and then Crystal, there was something like, what was it, like a Black Excellence thing in DC? I saw a post about that. And yeah, a lot of stuff has been going on for the cast outside of the show. I'm glad it's coming back so soon. I don't think it didn't need to come back this fast. Yeah, January 2025 would have been better. That way, if there is a season 9, maybe they could have a little more time to write on it. Because I believe the article I read said that Jamie Giddens was pulling double duty, head writer of season 8, and also like the I don't know, I forgot what the title was. Basically, Days of Our Lives. I guess like the consultant or something. So I don't know, but apparently he was doing that during season 7 as well. And somebody told me several of the episodes he wrote for season 7 and some of my scores. So I think overall he was one of the better writers of season 7 when you look at the episodes he wrote and the scores I gave those episodes. So yeah, I hope he brings a bit more structure to season 7. But here's the problem. I mean, season 8. Here's the problem. You can have as much structure as you want to make the story flow cohesively. But if these writers still don't have a understanding of who these characters are, the show is going to flop this season. Like, don't get me wrong. I still think views and ratings and all will be good, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at this point, there are just so many Tyler. Well, it's been at this point for a while, but there are just so many Tyler Perry shows or Tyler Perry Studios projects that you could just pick and choose what you want. And yeah, the Oval, see, if the Oval had new writers, I'd be like, you know what? Hey, I'm ready for this, because Tyler set the bar so low for that show for the past 3 seasons. At this point, any new writing team could just easily surpass what was given to him. But the problem with Sistas season 7 was that you had like half a dozen people, yet the writing was either on par or even worse than a Tyler script. Yeah, Zatima definitely looks more dramatic this season, to say the least. Dramatic. Oh yeah, no, I have not baked my birthday cake yet. I probably will do it this week. I need to do it for it's a whole dang month for my birthday. Yeah, Fatima is still pregnant. Remember, Zatima season 4, they're going to have a baby shower. So yeah, she's still pregnant. Now, I don't want to jump the gun, but am I the only one that's excited to decorate for Christmas? I mean, considering this is my first house, yeah, I can't wait to go all out. I might need to buy a tree or two within the near future, because I see Walmart and a few places online got them on sale. Because I already got one tree. I bought it at Kmart. Yeah, Kmart. I want to say probably like in 2016 or something. This was when Kmart was closing and they had everything marked down. I remember, I forgot, I know it was like springtime or something. I just ran. I remember I was in line because it was a long line because the deals are so good. And I remember there was a pallet with nothing but Christmas trees. And I said, hey, you mind holding my place? The guy was like, hey, don't worry about it. I went over because I just had to go like 3 feet, reach over, get the tree and bring it back. So I've had that Christmas tree for almost 7 years, still boxed up and everything. And when I was cleaning out the storage unit, going through my boxes, I found so much great stuff, because when I was a college student at Liberty, I remember I would come back for spring semester in January. I would go to the campus bookstore, the Barnes and Noble. All their Christmas stuff, all their holiday stuff was like 50 to 75% off. I found a tote with just nothing but ornaments and Christmas cards, Liberty ornaments, Rudolph this, Santa Claus that. I'm like, I cannot wait to go all out. So yeah, Christmas is going to be fun. I cannot wait for Christmas. I know I'm going to have a tree inside. I might put a tree in the office. I don't know. I might put a tree in the office. So, and then I got at least 5 Charlie Brown trees. I know I got them at like CVS and Ollie's, the little mini trees. Well, the little twig with the ornament and the Linus's blanket. So, yeah. And I'm going to get flack for this, but I listened to like 3 or 4 Christmas songs over the weekend. I know, but I just couldn't help myself. So, yeah, I can't wait for Christmas. Do you think Preston and Deja will get together? Not necessarily. I feel like they're going to have a lot of flirty interactions, but I don't know if they're going to get in a relationship. I'm not going to harp on this too much, but I am curious to see how Preston is written in the series. Like, is he coming back from Texas? Did him and Mindy get married in the continuity of the show? Like I said, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm interested to see how it's going to be explained. But hey, I think that this is a great thing, because way back when, if you watch CW, The Flash, and if you remember the Arrowverse, like Arrow, Black Lightning, Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Superman, and Lois, and the list goes on. The actor that portrayed Kid Flash, Wally West in The Flash, I remember he left The Flash and went on Legends of Tomorrow, and his character was written and treated so much better on that show for the 1 or 2 seasons he was in there. And I feel like the same thing is true of Preston, where I feel like as much as I love Trinity and what he brought to Sisters, there was literally no good reason for him to be there. Like, from an actor standpoint, I'm sure, and I don't know how much these people make, and it's not my business, but something tells me that the #1 show continuously getting renewed, I think their checks go up each, season. So I think the likes of a Maurice or Calvin or Preston, they make more money. But as a fan, I'm like, look, I'm happy to see these people working, but Tyler isn't writing these characters in a way that their presence makes any sense anymore. Like, I'd rather Preston be a recurring character on Zatima within Zach's friend group as opposed to being on Sisters and he's being treated like crap by Danny. That's how I feel about it. I don't think Preston got married. I mean, it's possible. I mean, he could have just taken that picture for show. Who knows? But um, maybe in the Zatima timeline, he and Mindy didn't work out. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to overthink it. Let's just wait until October 3rd, and maybe they'll explain it there. Heck, if you want to be random about it, maybe Preston stopped by to see Zach before he went back to Texas. I don't know. Why are they playing them at the same time? Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. I feel like, and not like I said before, from a content creator perspective, hey, this is good for me because October is going to be a big month. Zatima and Sisters, maybe even the Oval. So it's going to be busy. Hopefully, views are up, ad revenue, all that good stuff. But thinking about the casual average fan, someone who doesn't do the deep dives that we do, not just myself, but you all too, I think it's going to be very confusing when you see Fatima not pregnant on Wednesday night, but then she's pregnant on Thursday in Zatima. So I don't know. How do you feel about them writing out Tamara and Hayden's marriage this season? I'm going to be honest here. They were so inconsistent with it. I don't know, because remember, Tamara randomly showed up. Next thing you know, Hayden tells Marie, I was married for like 2 minutes. And then Tamara says, that's my boyfriend. And then she says, I don't have a ring on this finger. I honestly do not know if the writers understood what they were doing with those characters. That's just my opinion. So I am glad Tamara was back. Like when she showed up, I was like, damn. But yeah. Oh yeah, I talked to her briefly a few days ago, just on Instagram. She's I believe her name is Josie. She's very nice. I just said that, hey, Tamara's like my second suspect as to who stabbed Gary. And if you want to check out a video I did, my reasoning is pretty good. And she said, yeah, I'll check it out. I haven't heard back yet, but she's nice. She's nice. Nothing Tyler Perry does should be overthought because no matter how much you invest in trying to make it make sense, it won't. Yeah. I know people are like, and this is something I've been hearing for years, like, you should be a writer. Yeah, I honestly don't know the process of getting into that. Like, I know how to write because I did take a screenwriting class in college, and I just don't know. I feel like, you need an interested, like an investor or something like that. I ain't got money for that. Look, my money is being funneled into my home and bills and this, that, and the third. So I don't have the funds to like start a writing career. Now, I've written a lot, but I haven't really, you know. Plus, let's be honest here, the way that the industry is right now, I don't know how much longer being a writer is going to be a viable career. But then again, it wouldn't be my only thing. Like you see me now, I do the eBay, I do YouTube. But yeah. Also, I mentioned this on social media, but I wanted to bring it up here. How would you feel if I started uploading audio from my videos on Spotify? Of course, I'd be doing the YouTube side of it, but how would you feel if I posted just the MP3 file? So no visuals, but you'd get my audio on Spotify. Like I'd name it Our Kind of Entertainment, and then I'd post, the audio for the stuff up there. Because I chatted YouTube the other night. I was last night actually like, yo, like what's going on? View counts down. Because I thought the Zatima trailer and the Sisters trailer would bring in a crap ton of views to the channel, but it didn't do much of anything. And they were like, oh, nothing's wrong. There's nothing holding you back. Monetization, of course, is on. You have no holds on your account. So I don't know if notifications just aren't going out or people just ain't interested in the shows. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm still holding steady. But maybe it's because it's that time of year. I think once the holidays kick in, that's when the views go up. But I don't know. You remember last, because I'm still blessed, because last year I'm thinking about where I was with monetization, but the second channel is actually doing pretty good. First Karen had DNA, then said never had DNA. Yeah, that was the biggest thing. I don't know what the heck was wrong with that. I honestly don't think the writers saw everything involving the show. I feel like they maybe watched the first season at best, and that was it. That's why the Zach and Fatima dynamic just feels so off, because Zatima wasn't even a thing in season 1. Season 3 was I can't remember where I ranked it. Season 5 is the worst, but season 3 was meh. Season 3 for me, that's when Fatima vaguely began to show the toxic side of the sister circle. And I'm like, oh crap, here we go. They're going to ruin the character. But that really didn't happen until season 5. Keep freezing. Am I freezing? Let me know. Am I freezing? Because it might be one of those things where I'm like, all right, I'll just close shop. Yeah, I feel like Sisters is like the Flash. Again, CW Flash. Those earlier seasons are a lot better compared to the old ones. Does anybody else see me as a frozen screen? I see one person saying that, but I need to see if anybody else, because yes, okay. So he is still here. Essentially, my sister works. She became general manager of the Wendy's. So this is the Wendy's in town is her store. So she's like, that's her restaurant. She works the early shift now, where she goes to work to open up, and then she gets off at 4. My mom, she leaves home 6:30-ish, and my dad still, lives down in his hometown now. So basically, in terms of getting on the bus, my place is the only viable option. So he's still here, which, whatever. But he's 14. Like, he's been in school, going on I think a month now, if I'm not mistaken. So sometimes he'll just get on the bus by himself. He won't even wake me up. So yeah, he's good. Honestly, I'm going to be real. Like, how many of us, like when you were kids, when your mom or parents would go to work in the morning, you had to get on the bus by yourself? He's fully capable of doing it by himself, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, he's still here. He does clean somewhat, so that does help. But yeah, he's still here. PO box, I'm still working on it. I know I'm slacking, but yeah, just yeah. Oh Lord. Yeah, because with all the stuff I dug out of storage to sell online, I'm just like, okay, I need to stop spending on collectibles and whatnot. But that's the whole point. You know how Michael Jackson was in that store, like, yes, I'll take 3 of these, I'll take all these. Yoo-hoo! Did we get those? I'll take those. That's me whenever I was in, like, let's say Walmart, Toys R Us, Target, Ollie's. I'd buy all these different figures, collectibles. Like, for example, well, I'm not selling this. I actually won this on eBay for a discount, because I remember when the Mighty Morphin communicators were on sale. Oh yeah, the original price on the back, $70. These were at Toys R Us. I couldn't afford it at the time because I was either in college or I was working at the call center, but I didn't have enough spending money to buy this. So I won this on auction for 125 bucks. Yeah. You lying. I saw a picture of Tito. I saw a picture of Tito on Instagram like 5 minutes ago. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was just like, because I was watching some Michael Jackson stuff earlier, and I thought, oh, that's the algorithm. No. Dang. Yep. Yep. He made it to 70. Dang. Well, rest in peace, man. Lord be with the family, because I know it's a big family, but dang, to lose one of your own, that's sad, man. Because I did a video. Hang on, I'm looking at the list in regards to season 8. Is it going to be better with a head writer? And I talked about how like Michael, when he was doing the Dangerous album, he wasn't working with Quincy Jones, but Michael was kind of all over the place in terms of what direction he wanted to go. He kept doing a bunch of songs and whatnot, but he didn't have anybody like a Quincy to reel him in, to stick him to a schedule. And I talked about how that compares to like the lack of a head writer for season 7. And now, man, Tito, well, hopefully he's with his brother and his dad right now. So, man, because, man, and oh man, rest in peace, Mr. Tito Jackson. How do you feel about the new character, Miss Marie? I actually like her. I think that the actress did a fantastic job with the character, and I hope she shows up in season 8. She doesn't have to have she doesn't have to have as big of a role, but if wait, it's still alive? Yeah, I didn't see Shade Room post about it, but I don't know. I see a lot of people posting about it, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, because usually Baller Alert or Shade Room are typically, or let me check TMZ. TMZ usually knows. BET posted it. Yeah, the story apparently broke about 30 minutes ago. Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. But dang, because what, James Earl Jones, Frankie from Maze and Beverly, just then what was it, the voice actor for Master Splinter on TMNT and a few others, man. Dang. Yeah, he passed. I see it now. Man. Oh yeah, and what was it? The Michael biopic comes out next year. The one where I believe Jafar Jackson, Jermaine's son, plays Michael. So that comes out next year. Man. Sad day. 2300 Jackson Street. Yeah, last week I actually got a couple of vinyls. One day I'm gonna bore y'all, but I'll do a live stream where I'm just going through all my vinyl. I got so many vinyls. I got the Jackson's Victory and 2300 Jackson Street. Yeah, I just got the message. I looked down on my phone. I saw it. Oh man, so who's left? Jermaine, Randy, Marlon, Jackie. Because Michael and Tito gone. In Hong Kong, I'm Michael Jackson. You're Toto. It's Tito. Toto's what we had for dinner last night. Man. Well, yeah. So I'm not going to end the live stream just yet, but yeah, I just wanted to hop on here because I haven't talked to y'all in a while, and thankfully, because I did all of the videos pertaining to all the trailers and release dates last week. I've just been doing stuff around the house, like this office. I really am going to get it straightened out. Yeah. Plus, I'm still tripping. I'm still tripping. Yo, what's up, VK? Yeah, I have not watched Ruthless. I'm going to be completely honest here. I have not heard many people talking about this current season of Ruthless, so I couldn't even tell you if it's good or not. ET. Oh no, heart attack while driving. Dang. It's like sisters need a character like Miss Marie. Yeah, you're right. Marlon had a twin. One thing, Tito. Oh yeah, I know. Janet and them were still alive. I was talking more about the Jacksons, not the Jackson Five, but the Jacksons. That was my favorite part about the trailer, the fact that Zach pulled a me by making a murder board about who could have killed Gary. And I told y'all Gary was not dead. I said that he'd probably be clinging on to life or something. It's like Sisters needed a character like Miss Marie. Yeah, she kind of shook things up. She really did. I forgot about Ruthless. Yeah, I heard the new writers were doing good, but then some people felt like it was doing too much. And my biggest turnoff was them going back to the compound, because if they were still on the run, I would have been more invested. But I know River is like the new Daikon, and I watched a few clips. Okay, we have a lot of writers and actors coming through. Season 5 is buzzing. Okay, well, hey, that's good. It's good. It's just like, sadly, the show just doesn't do it for me anymore. Even though I would love one of those purple robes, though. That would be pretty cool. Purple's my favorite color. Well, technically blue is, but purple's number 2. Ruthless is very good. Okay. Zach put up a post like a police officer who tried to kill Gary Borders. Ruthless is wild. Feels like season 1 again. Well, that's good, because if I remember correctly, I think I like the first half of season 1 better than the second half. Yeah, I think a long time ago, I'm like, if you took the first half of season 1 and the back half of season 2, you make the perfect season. I don't think Zach stabbed him, and I think it's stupid Fatima would ask that question, considering that those two should have theoretically arrived at the venue at the same time, even though we didn't see it all screen. Here's my thing. I wonder if it's going to be set up like one of those perspective show episodes where each character goes into the interrogation room and they give their account of what happened. So we will see what happened, the same thing over and over again from different perspectives. That would be an interesting way of, I'm not going to lie, that actually sounds pretty cool. They did that on an episode of Power Rangers SPD called Perspective. I noticed because my nephew, he will watch the same damn episode over and over again. I ain't going to lie. I don't mind it because I watched Power Rangers growing up too, but dang, it's like he'll just rewatch the same episode a bunch of times, even though I know it all by heart, but still. So, yeah. Wait, is Ruth even still, is she even pregnant? The last I checked, I thought she wasn't, and she was lying. But then again, with all the sleeping around these people do, I have no idea. You're not wrong. Zach will just, it doesn't matter what he says, what he does or doesn't do, he's going to be blamed for something. I wonder why Fatima slaps Hayden. It kind of looked like she was smiling as she did it, because we only saw a part of her face. So I don't know. Either Hayden said something slick about Andy, maybe said something about Zach or her regarding Gary getting stabbed, but I don't know. I don't know. And this is just a guess, but I'm thinking that BET might drop an Oval trailer tomorrow, Tuesday, because the show might come back October 15th. I don't know, but it does kind of make sense. You have the Oval Tuesday, Sisters Wednesday, Zatima Thursday, and that closes out the rest of 2024. Because remember, the mid-season finale of Zatima is Halloween. The mid-season finale of Sisters is going to be Christmas Day. That's how I remember it. And I'm probably going to watch the episode Christmas. I know it's a holiday, but I have no doubt my folks want to do Christmas in my house, and This is my house and my office, so I'm going to work. Of course, I'll eat and everything, but still, it'll be a plot twist if Aaron stabbed. That would be interesting, but I don't really think so because, well, we don't know if Gary invited Aaron to the wedding. I want to be honest here. I never thought about Aaron. Yeah, let me jot that down. Yeah, I kept saying that the Hayden plot line made no sense. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I kept saying the season finale kept crapping on Hayden to the point where it became too obvious that he would have been the person to stab Gary. So I don't think it was him. I don't know. I hope there. Look, at this point, I hope there isn't a season 7, but there probably is. Heck, there's probably going to be a season 6 or 7 of Ruthless. I don't know. There are some shows I've just fallen out of. I'm curious how season 8 is going to start. Are we going to pick up exactly where we left off? Let's say maybe Hudson runs in the room because he hears Andy, or follow me on this. Maybe we skip ahead. Gary's already in the hospital, and one of the first things we see is Andy or some of the other characters in the interrogation room. I mean, remember, these writers do like a time skip, so I don't know. I mean, keep in mind, what was it, that one episode where one of the partners died or got a heart attack right in front of Andy, and then in the next episode, we just see the body being taken out on a stretcher. So I don't know. Yeah, I think Robin is coming back to that one person who posted something online that they shouldn't have, and I did a video about it. But hey, like I say, if it is posted online, it is fair game. And it was posted by somebody who was behind the scenes. So it wasn't just a random Joe Smo. Ugh. Yeah, we just didn't. They set up too many people to be the potential stabber, or at the very least, they set up too many people who have the connections to get somebody to be the stabber. So I don't know. I think again, the show should have come back a little bit later, even if it was like late November or December rather than 2025, because I think we all just need a mental break. I know I do. How would Robin stab him if he didn't know where to go? Madam wouldn't do it herself. I think she would have got somebody else to do it. Yeah, I agree. I think she has her kids this season. That would be a foolish move if they waited until the end of the season to tell us who stabbed Gary. We don't even know if he's going to make it. Let's keep that in mind. We know he's alive for now, but we don't know if somebody might finish him off in the hospital. We don't know if he'll die in the hospital from natural causes. So I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. Tito had 3 sons. Yeah. They should announce on Sistas Zatima pregnant. Tamara might have done it. I don't know. Like I said, I did a crap ton of videos about it. So yeah, we just hit 73 million views, which is great because if I remember correctly, the channel was like at 78 million before I had to delete all them videos. So we're getting back to where we were. It's taking a bit longer than I hoped for. Because yeah, I check with YouTube. I'm like, y'all ain't suppressing my videos or nothing, are you? But I guess just they flat out told me channels with well over 1,000 subscribers, for whatever reason, notifications just don't seem to work properly, which is stupid. I mean, you're YouTube. You should be able to fix that. Zach Keisha. No, Fatima ain't a fan of that name. I wonder what the I wonder if Karen has any baby name ideas. I just feel like we've only been hearing Zach's perspective on it. No, my biggest question is, will they get a DNA test for Aaron? I mean, Aaron should have been asked for one. Yeah, expect the unexpected. That's why I say Jasmine. Zach Jr. I mean, he is 3, but no. Yeah, I think the reason. Look, my thing about Crystal Lee, Naomi aside, I'm just looking at what these writers are doing, and that's the one thing. Even though season 7 wasn't perfect, I will give the writers credit for the amazing callbacks to the earlier seasons. I mean, we got a lot of lore from season 1 coming back, and I felt like season 7 really recaptured the essence of season 1. I mean, let's be real, between seasons 2 and 6, I don't think we've had a season that had all of the women hanging out together as much as they did in that first season. Because you remember the first season, how it was a running gag for these girls to just random, and I'm not even talking about their lunch break. I'm talking about they would just randomly leave their jobs. Karen made sense. She owned the salon. So unless she had a woman in her chair or somebody on her schedule, she was free to go. But Danny worked at the airport. Sabrina worked at the bank. Debatably, Andy could go, come and go as she pleased to an extent. So these girls would meet up for lunch. They'd meet up at somebody's apartment. They'd meet up at a restaurant or whatever. But season 7, we really saw them together a lot. So I do feel like Jasmine is a potential contender as a returning character. They're going to have to do a DNA. Yeah, they got to do a DNA to determine whose baby's whose. What skin color do you think Aaron's color? I don't know. That's good. That's a good question because Karen is darker than both Zach and Aaron. But I would not be surprised if Aaron is not the father of little girl number 2. So then here's what I think is going to happen. I think the first half of the season is going to be the mystery of who stabbed Gary. Karen goes into labor or around the midseason. Let's say her water breaks in episode 11. We go on hiatus, and then the show comes back, and then the babies are born. DNA test time. Then it turns out Zach is the father of one, Aaron is not the father of the other. And then the question is, who's the other baby daddy? I think the season's going to be split into mysteries, the Gary stabbing and who's the baby daddy of, Karen's other child. I'm just writing that down. That's a great video idea. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that the DNA test Karen claimed that she got, but the season 7 writer said that she never got one. That paperwork she showed Aaron in season 6 before he left the show, where it showed it was like a 0.0001% chance he wasn't the father. Maybe that was Zach's sack baby, whatever. I don't know. I still feel like Fatima was hard. I feel like she was too hard on Deja. That's just my opinion. I think if she needed to be hard on anyone, it was Zach, but I don't know. By Gary. Wouldn't that be wild if Gary dies and then it turns out he's the father of baby number 2? Wild stuff. And trifling, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I felt like Zach was wrong for just up and leaving Michael like that. I mean, the boy was sick from school or getting better, but I see why he was excited, because it was a big deal for Karen to, take that step in inviting him and Fatima. But at the same time, Michael should have been his priority. That's just my opinion. But that's the thing. It's like when Zach gets excited about something, he has like those horse blinders on where he doesn't see what's going on around him. Like he's a one-track mind. And it's like, bro, slow your roll. Like it's really sweet. But to be fair, I remember saying like Karen, while it was great for her to take that step, she kind of sprung it on Zach at the last second. This wasn't something like a day or two in advance. It's like, hey, I got an appointment today, not knowing what everybody's schedule was. Like Fatima was at work and Zach was at home with Michael. Should you trust Gary to babysit Karen's kid? No. Why would you do that? He literally killed his own unborn child. Bonus mom. That sound ironically enough, that sounds like a Jasmine Brown talking about how Cam Newton's kids are her bonus kids. I wonder if there's any elements of Jasmine's life that gets written into the script. Because to my knowledge, they still haven't renewed Caught Up for a season 2. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Zach is way too impulsive and immature. Gary was acting like it was a boy, so I guess it was a son, but let's be real here, it doesn't matter. Hayden is less toxic than Zach. I have to disagree with that. That's not going to happen. Karen has been with Gary. I would say comes with less baggage than Zach, and he definitely knows how to wine and dine a lady. But if he lets go of the immature tendencies of vengeance and crap on women that don't want him, or guys that he feels still did him wrong, he'd be a much better character for it. I stand by what I said, that season 7 Hayden was better than season 7 Zach. Now that I will say, Zach's character needs some maturity. That's the sad part. He regressed so much in this season that it was painful to watch at times. He was probably talking about him and Jasmine's. No, he was talking to Jordan, and he was referring to his legacy via Penelope. Because remember, his son or his child with Jasmine is special need. Yeah, but when you really think about it, I think what makes Zach look even worse in the situation is it wasn't an emergency. Like I said, I understand the meeting or the ultrasound was important, but it wasn't essential for him to be there. So that's what him picking Deja to be the babysitter for, that just made him look incredibly reckless. And then you have Fatima getting on Zach's case about Angela. And I mean, has Angela ever watched Michael before? Off screen, maybe. And also keep in mind, even though Deja just so happened to walk in when she did, Zach was literally late to the appointment. He was there at the last second. So even if he had called Angela, Angela would have had to take the time to get over to the house, and then Zach would have had to rush out of the door. So he would have missed the appointment anyway. So I don't know. No, I'm talking about season 7. No, she wasn't in season 6, I don't think. Karen is going to always have an ultrasound. She's the most intelligent out of the women, depending on who writes her. I ain't gonna lie, Danny, I think it's hard to tell which form, I make it sound like an anime, which form of Danny is the most intelligent. I mean, when you compare, when Danny is, takes a hit of that pen or weed or whatever, her mind is on a new level. But when you combine high Danny with Zen Danny, through therapy, I feel like she is debatably becoming one of the most intelligent characters. Then again, she's technically always been. It's just that her demeanor has her being the wild one of the group who keeps it real. But in retrospect, I cannot forget the fact that this woman on 2 occasions correctly deduced Andy's whereabouts and what Gary's scheme was. And then everybody was talking to her like she was crazy. So say what you will. Say what you will. The screenshots? You mean the one I used for the thumbnail or the one of the girls posing? Yeah, it's 126 now. Jeez. Yeah, Danny be on top of stuff. Yep. I mean, I guess when a character's that smart, she has to be comic relief or there would be no story because she would solve everything. Hell, she ought to be the lawyer. Man, I know like 3 people got married. It's crazy because over the past, I want to say 4 months, I think about close to half a dozen couple or people I knew from college got a divorce for whatever reason. Yet this past weekend, basically yesterday and Saturday, I know 3 different people that got married. So it's kind of weird. In all fairness, Zach isn't the only male character who's immature. You're not wrong about that, but ugh. It's just that Zach just can't seem to catch a break. Like, I hope this Karen who's getting along with everyone, I hope it rolls over into season 8. I mean, think about it this way. Michael only appeared in Zatima episode 1, and that was it. Never appeared on screen again. Now, is he in season 3? I have no idea. I'm from East Orange. I don't talk to any of my high school friends anymore. They're only like, good Lord, 4 or 5. And I don't even really talk to them like that. They're like Facebook friends, and that's it. Yeah, you're not wrong, but I don't really look. I don't know about streaming numbers because we as a public don't really see it. We only get the ratings for TV. So what if he does in season 4 at the wedding? I don't know. Well, we don't even know if they get married in season 4. All I know is that they got a baby shower. I just hate the idea of Fatima being baby mama number 3. It's like I get the Nick Cannon gag and all, but nah, I feel like she deserves better. I mean, but then again, she made her own choices. But no, Zach and Fatima need a break. Well, considering she's pregnant and Zatima, a break doesn't matter. It was episode 3. I could have sworn it was episode 1 because episode 1 was when they did a whole bunch of stuff. Like Fatima goes to the strip club, confronts Heather. Heather comes by with Michael. She does the cotton swab thing, and that was it. Angela has shown several times in Sisters. Feel like Mr. Brown. People dying that ain't never died before, just left and right. But hey, Tito made it to 70, and that's no small feat, especially in today's world. Is Lori returning? Who is Lori? Please tell me. I know I probably want to kick myself. Oh, you mean Nathan's wife? I think she is. I know she's in either season 3 or 4. Cause I remember she posted about it behind the scenes, but I don't know what season. I don't know what season, but I know she is coming back. She fine though. So is Belinda. Do you think Jeremiah pushed Fatima? Yeah, we saw it on the trailer. One thing Zach going to do is tear some shit up. How does Glass have an insurance policy? I have no idea. Just I have no idea. Oh yeah, that's right. 6 888 comes out, but that's December 20th. Yeah, it looks like Jeremiah tries to grab her purse and she fights back and then gets pushed on the ground or something. Everything happened so fast it was hard to make heads or tails of it. Yeah, could have been episode 3. I haven't watched season 1 in forever, so oh, you mean the character of Rich? Yeah. Again, this is Tyler Perry's world, so real world logic doesn't always apply. I get why they're doing it though, because they know Zach has a record, and if he does something stupid one more time, that's a wrap. Still don't know why he didn't get arrested for getting in that fight with Aaron at the restaurant. My thing is this: whenever Zach tears up some shit, does he go back and pay for it or not? Like, because bro, he got in that. What was he grabbed Karen, and then they just got that fight, and they tore that place up. They tore that place up. All because of Angela's ass. I still blame her. She was the one that showed Fatima that damn picture. And that set her off. Well, dang, we've been up here for over an hour. I'll take a couple more comments and then I'll try to get a bit of shut eye myself. Because like I said, tomorrow I'm moving all this stuff out that's on my floor, and then I can sweep and then get this stuff straight. Why didn't Zach have any money back then? But he does now. Stock market chain breakers. Yeah, well, you know the drill. It is a new week. If any new Tyler Perry news comes out, let me know. And dang it, today, well, technically yesterday marked it, but half of the month is already gone. Damn. What, next month's October? It's like my uncle used to say, once the Charlie Brown specials start coming on TV, you know the end of the year is here. Shine bright like a diamond. Fatima's messing up Deja's home. Yep. I'm interested to see what they're going to take. I have no interest in the Oval storyline with Priscilla. Priscilla's been just so annoying ever since season 2. That's why I liked, what's her name, Simone, because she got into a fight with Victoria immediately. Priscilla's just been the shit talker for the past four seasons. She hasn't done anything. So, no. Nope, haven't seen Fight Night. I did see a trailer for it, though. I think it has a bunch of great actors in it. So, yeah. All right. Well, hey, everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. I might post videos today. I said I recorded videos. They might get posted. They'll get posted this week because I need to focus on getting this stuff in the office straight. So I'm going to go to sleep. Like I said, my nephew's probably going to get on the bus by himself. He probably won't wake me up. Then I'll wake up and get it ready. So, yeah. All right. Well, hey, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.